the second Wednesday of the month was when they had staff meetings. And so anyway, I'm going to record it for them. And also because we are going to be covering a lot of material in here today. It's actually a super important meeting. So please, 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 if you are a school leader who is on this call, I'm going to pause for 30 seconds and let's make sure you have a pen or a pencil and something to write on, because there's a lot of important information in today's meeting. All right, I am going to go ahead and get started. First up, I want to make sure that all of our principals that are on this call are preparing for the new kindergarten entry exam that will be replacing the Brigance. The state has decided to go with, Marina, remind me what it's called, KEA.
Teaching Strategies Gold at the kindergarten entry assessment. So replacing Brigance will be Teaching Strategies Gold assessment.
And the reason why I want to flag this for you is that this is a great assessment. It is so much better than Brigance. You're going to get way better information. However, this is an assessment that requires observation of 16 different tasks that you have to observe and take anecdotal notes and then upload them. This is going to be incredibly time consuming. So as you are starting to prepare your budgets for the next year, you need to recognize that you may need to make some adjustments to kindergarten, whether whether that's hiring a sub to come in to help cover for teachers while they do this work, whether it's saying, oh, we have part-time IAs, they're going to be full-time the first 40 days of school while teachers get this assessment done for everyone. We are going to be doing some trainings of this assessment in the spring, and then we will do another in-person, hopefully in the north and the south, and then we'll do a follow-up one closer to school starting for any new hires. But this is a major shift in the assessment process, and you really, really need to be planning for it. There's going to be budgetary impacts, and also I really, really encourage principals of elementary schools that you attend the training at the same time that your kindergarten teachers do, because I think it's really important that you have a working understanding of what they are being tasked with doing. Next up, Mystery Parent. If you have been around for a while, you are familiar with this program. This is a program where we call schools, and we attempt to enroll a student with special needs, and we're just checking to make sure that staff are not basically counseling people out that if they have an IEP, they can't come to this school. And sometimes what happens is it's not nefarious, but like you get someone new in the office and they haven't properly been trained and they don't even know what an IEP is. And so a parent's like, do you take IEPs? And they are like, I don't know what you're talking about. So no, right? Like, but we need to know if that's happening so that we can provide those people with the proper training, and that we can make sure that when parents of students with disabilities call, that we can give them the correct information and they know that their kids are welcome at our school. Okay, next up, I'm going to share my screen here really quickly. I wanted to give you an update. I know some of you use subcommittees, and I know that a lot of you attended our OML training that we did. And after we did the training and after the Attorney General's office checked our training multiple times, they decided they wanted to change their mind about how subcommittees are handled. So 2 things. 1, we re-recorded the training and it will be live on our website. So once it's there, you can use it. It's correct. It's accurate. It's been re-recorded. But if you are a school who uses subcommittees, I did want you to know that the Attorney General's office changed their mind on what was allowed. If a subcommittee has at least an equal number of members who are not on the board, they can make recommendations to the board. Or the board could vote to create a subcommittee under the following situations. The subcommittee is created during an open public meeting as part of a specific agenda item for that purpose, and the subcommittee is given express authority by the full body to come back to it with a recommendation for action. Okay, so in the previous iteration, we had said subcommittees cannot make recommendations to the board. That is not true. They can under these 2 circumstances. So I wanted to make sure and clear that up, and I apologize for the confusion. Next up, I wanted to let you know that on December 18th, the Nevada Department of Education is going to be having a work session regarding the grad score. I know the grad score is a topic of interest, shall we say, to many of you. So this is going to be your opportunity to weigh in on that. If your school has been negatively affected by the grad score, which that's the at-risk funding, if your dollars have been significantly cut there, you are going to want to attend this meeting. Last I heard, a time had not been yet identified, but I still want to flag it for you so you realize it's next week. It's right around the corner. It will be at NDE. Again, that's grad score, okay? Next up, we've included this in the Wednesday email. Your PERS liaison should have gotten it as well, but I just want to flag it here. There has been a significant increase in PERS for next year from 33.5 to 36.75%. Certainly just want to make sure that you are capturing that. Again, I know it's about time to start your budgets for fiscal year 26. Make sure you capture that increase in there. Next up, I did want to just alert everyone that when it comes to Read by Grade 3, the NWEA MAPS contract has expired, and the state is soliciting for vendors to be the Read by Grade 3 vendor. I bring that up only because, again, I think a lot of you are probably very passionate about this topic, and I want to highlight for you that it is happening so that you can put it on your radar, pay attention, and when they start asking for public feedback, you can provide that as appropriate. Additionally, also want to flag for you that the Nevada Department of Education is having an AI in Education conference on June 24th and 25th. Location TBD, but wanted to flag those dates for you so that you could set them aside. Obviously, this is a hot topic. It's affecting pretty much every school out there. And they have limited spots. They know that the demand for this conference is probably going to be greater than what they can accommodate. So if that is something that is of interest to you, June 24th and 25th, please pay attention. We'll include it in the Wednesday email when it comes out, but you're going to want to get signed up for it sooner rather than later because it will sell out. Next up is the Nevada Working Conditions Survey. We've sent this out multiple times in the email or in the Wednesday email. Just trying to flag it for you. They're upset because only 2 charter schools have responded. I've tried to explain. I think people have survey fatigue. If you can find it within your time to fill it out, we would really appreciate it. It'll be in the Wednesday email again, so there'll be an easy link for you to find it. But the working conditions survey is a big part of their teacher shortage research. And so it is helpful if you can provide that information. And then last but certainly not least, as a reminder, the SPCSA is the LEA for the schools we authorize. And as such, we must be included in all dispute resolutions for special education issues as part of our LEA responsibilities. If you have a student whose parents are requesting dispute resolution, or you believe may be contemplating filing a due process or a state complaint, please loop the SPCSA in early. If a due process or state complaint is filed, we must be included in communications, and this will require a meeting with the SPCSA. This is not optional. We have to be involved as the LEA. There will be a memo coming with more information, but we did want to make sure and address this today with you as well. So it's only been 10 minutes, but there was a lot of information in that 10 minutes. Happy to pause and see if anyone has specific questions about any of that. Okay, I will just add one other thing. Some of you that I see on this call may have your 388A report still outstanding with corrections that need to be made. I cannot reiterate enough. If you do not get this fixed today, you are not going to get local SPED dollars. This is how they calculate that. This is very, very important. We're trying to do everything we can. We've got a paid contractor like just sitting there waiting for you to call with your questions to help you. Like, we're trying to do what we can to help you get this done and get this right so that you get the money that you need to educate your SPED kids. So I just can't reiterate enough. If you've been putting these emails off, they are due today by 5. So please hang up, go make sure this is done and done accurately. And with that, if there are no questions, then we will call it a day. All right. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you.